What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be talking about the Feastin cards coming to NBA 2K26 My Team tomorrow, including what's going to be one of your best overall cards in the game in the Galaxy Opal Paul George. Will Paul George be the best card in the game? Honestly, maybe. Like, he is that level of good. Now, as we do dive into and talk about these cards, if you are new to the channel and have not yet, make sure you guys do smash that subscribe button. As always, you guys are amazing, and I appreciate all the support on the channel. Now, my team's tweet reads, okay, something sweet is coming to my team. Feastin packs are making their way into my team tomorrow. It looks awfully like the sweetness set from, what, a year ago, 2 years ago, whenever we saw that sweetness set. Card art looks pretty similar. Load up your lineup with festive firepower, including Paul George, Jimmy Butler, Opal, Tina, Charles, Pink Diamond, Danny Granger, Pink Diamond, Antawn Jamison, and more. So, again, we'll break down those cards that we're seeing tomorrow, but just remember, there is going to be some diamonds. There's going to be some amethyst as well dropping in my team tomorrow. Now, let's start off with the Pink Diamond Danny Granger. What is my thoughts on the Pink Diamond Danny Granger? Well, the hidden gem card is already in the game. So, if I talk about some exact stats, some exact badges, we know what Granger is going to work with. 6'9" at the 3, 94 3 ball, 85 driving dunk, 86 speed with ball, good speed at a 90, agility is solid, defensively looks pretty solid. Remember, the card is 6'9". He's got hot spots from everywhere, has the Haywood Highsmith base. So, think of the Diamond Danny Granger that was really good early on in 2K. Pink Diamond Granger is just slightly better. Honestly, it's the best way that I can phrase things, right? He's just a slightly better version of what that Diamond Danny Granger was. And honestly, badge-wise, basically the same, right? Not much difference badge-wise. Main differences are like passing accuracy is way up, a way better rebounder. But overall, he's not that much better than Diamond Danny Granger. Now, with that all being said, I still really like Pink Diamond Danny Granger. I mean, he has hot spots from everywhere. He should never miss in the catch and shoot situation. And so for me, I can't really hate on Danny Granger at all because, again, he's going to play solid enough defense. The card's never going to miss. And again, defensively, because he is going to be 6'9", he is going to hold it down. So I don't mind Pink Diamond Danny Granger at all. I think the card is going to be able to play at a really high level. Next up, Pink Diamond Antawn Jamison. Let's start with this, right? He's got the Brook Lopez base. So the Elgin Baylor type release, but the problem with Antawn Jamison is Elgin Baylor has that release on quick. Elgin Baylor, is on quick, so that makes him usable. Antawn Jamison has that release on normal, so it's going to be I don't want to say a super slow release, but a somewhat slow release. Hotspots from 3 to 5 places around the arc is 6'9", 93 ball, 90 speed. Basically, stat-wise, 90s across the board. Really good for Antawn Jamison. Literally gets every badge in the game. If this card had a better release, I would hype this card up to the moon. Genuinely. I'm so serious. If he had just a slightly better release, I would hype up this card so much. The problem is his release holds him back so much, and it's just kind of nearly impossible for me to really hype him up too much. I don't think Antawn Jamison is terrible by any means. I just think it is going to be a tough card to use given the fact that that release is not going to be great. Next up, let's talk about Tina Charles. She's only 6'4", and at that power forward center position, that's borderline unusable. And again, I'm not trying to hate on Tina Charles, but I'm just saying 6'4" is rough, right? I think of Draymond Green at 6'6", and he's even pushing it at that power forward position. So it's just kind of another WNBA player that's tough. Until we get out of position WNBA players, and even when that happens, they are going to be still very few and far between with cards that are actually going to be, really, really good. And so if you want to run a WNBA theme team, whatever, she's fine. She is a Galaxy Opal, so price-wise going to be really expensive. But if I were you guys and you wanted to open up packs tomorrow and didn't want to open up, let's say they have hot boxes tomorrow and you don't want to open them up, I'd open up the NBA only packs because, again, Tina Charles is not the Galaxy Opal you want to pull. I mean, she's just simply not. We're going to save the best for last. So next up, we're going to talk about Jimmy Butler, okay? Pink Diamond Jimmy was in the game. Did I love Pink Diamond Jimmy? I thought he was okay. I didn't think he was anything game-changing, game-breaking, but I thought he was okay. The thing with the Galaxy Opal Jimmy, first thing I want to hit on is, still has that same release, right? With the Pink Diamond Jimmy Butler, that's one of the problems that I had with the card is I didn't love the release. Galaxy Opal Jimmy is going to have a 92 3-ball, 96 speed, 97 agility, Defense is off the charts good, 95 driving dunk. Honestly, statistically speaking, he is so much better than the Pink Diamond Jimmy Butler. You see a +8 3 ball, a +10 driving dunk. Like, he is so much better than the Pink Diamond Jimmy Butler. The problem I have is the fact that the release is still not going to change. So he's going to still have somewhat of a baited jump shot. Again, hot spot from that left corner is nice. Total badges, I mean, if you do fully badge him, you're going to look at 35, I believe, which is, again, solid enough to play and to use. I think Jimmy Buckets is good. I think he's going to be one of your better shooting guards in the entire game. And it really just comes down to max driving dunk with the 92 3 ball is really solid. Now, I still think that the release should be a little bit quicker, right? It's a release that I don't necessarily love. But other than that, like, I can't find too many downsides of Jimmy Butler, right? He's going to knock down shots. He's going to play really solid defense. There's just not many negative things you can say about the card. And so, you know, yes, he's going to get outshined by the Galaxy Opal Paul George, but Galaxy Opal Jimmy Butler can still play. Last but certainly not least, Galaxy Opal Paul George, 6'8", 6'11" wingspan. Where do you want to start with Paul George? 2 hot spots from the three-point line is what he's going to look at tomorrow. Hot spot from the right corner and left slot. 95 3 ball, 97 driving dunk, 91 speed with ball, 94 ball handle. Defensively, everything is above a 90, 94 speed, 96 agility. There's literally no flaws in Paul George. And I'm so serious when I say that. There's literally no flaws. He can be your best defensive player. He can go get you a bucket. There is absolutely no flaws in Paul George whatsoever. Paul George base this year, pretty solid. His movement, pretty solid as well, right? There's a reason the Amethyst Paul George was ran at a pretty high rate, you know, when he was in the game. And it's because he was good, right? And the Galaxy Opal Paul George walks circles around what the Amethyst Paul George is going to bring to the table. To me, the best parts about Paul George, I can't name just one, right? Like, he's 6'8". He's got a max 3 ball. He's got a max dunk. He's the best defensive shooting guard in the game, probably. There's literally no flaws in this card. People ask me all the time, Ty, who's the best card in the game? A day ago, I probably would have said Dr. J. Today, or come tomorrow, I'm probably going to have to say Paul George. Like, the card is just too good to not hype up, genuinely speaking. I don't know how I'm supposed to hate on Paul George at all. The card is too good for this stage we're in MyTeam, right? Problem with Paul George is, price-wise, he's probably going to be $3 million MT. And you guys can say I'm gassing it, but Dr. J is $2 million MT, and Paul George is better than him. And so that's kind of the thing that I'm looking at with Paul George is the card is absolutely elite. And again, he's probably your best shooting guard in the entire game. With his stats, with what the card is going to give to you, bring to the table, I think I'd rather have Paul George over any other card. Again, the problem is, price-wise, he is going to be absolutely crazy. So ultimately, is this a good content drop coming tomorrow? Yeah. I mean, it is with what we're seeing so far. Danny Granger, really solid option. Jimmy Butler, a good Galaxy Opal. Paul George, a good Galaxy Opal. Obviously, a great Galaxy Opal in Paul George. He's going to be the best card in the game. Antawn Jamison, again, release-wise, isn't necessarily ideal. Tina Charles, wish she was a little bit taller. But again, as far as an overall content drop, I don't hate it. The problem for me is this. Paul George is going to be crazy expensive. Even Danny Granger, a guy like that, is going to be crazy expensive as well. So I'm going to need to see price-wise what these cards are going to be like. That's genuinely what I'm going to need to see because, yeah, this is cool and all, but if the budget cards aren't going to be good tomorrow and nobody can afford these top-level cards, then again, what's the point? Who cares? You know, like, you guys can say I'm hating too much, but I'm so serious. If the top-level cards like Paul George, Jimmy Butler, even the Danny Grangers are all crazy expensive, which they are going to be, and not really attainable, then what's the point? You know, like, I guess that's where I'm at. We need some good diamonds. We need some good amethysts in tomorrow's drop as well. But yes, the best card in the game right now is going to be that Paul George, and he is here in MyTeam. So what are my thoughts on it? Again, I don't really know if I have the right thoughts for it, but he's here. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.